this rig on autopilot, we can head back to camp for the night.
The Amazon Vapor.
At the fountain.
Hey, it's Marvin! Oh! Isn't he rad?
I guess, if you consider flagrant misuse of school property a good thing.
You know, Martin, you should really learn to lighten up.
Wait a sec. Diana Lombard is telling me to lighten up? Has the whole world gone mad?
Wow, Marvin! Killer roll.
Oh, well, thanks. I'm practicing for my extreme jungle kayaking trip this weekend.
Jungle kayaking? Oh, sounds like a real adrenaline rush.
Exactly why I'm into all kinds of extreme sports, Diana. There's just nothing that beats the thrill of rock climbing in the Himalayas, parasurfing the Great Barrier Reef, or street lugeing down the German Autobahn.
Rock climbing, parasurfing, street lugeing down the Autobahn.
I could show you a few kayaking moves if you want.
Sure, I'd love to.
No thanks. We're kind of busy.
Doing what?
Did you guys hear that? I think the statue's beeping.
Oh, yeah, that's the statue's bird poop alarm. Pesky pigeons are everywhere.
Wow, I knew the school was cutting edge, but that's amazing.
Diana and I had better go in, alert the janitor. We'll see you later, Marvin.
Huh?
I don't know, but something smells delish. I never did get lunch. Hey, let's stay for a quick bite.
Java starving.
Whatever happened to lightening up?
Sorry, but duty calls.
Marvin Mystery, cleared. Diana Caveman, cleared. Java Lombard, cleared.
Did the computer just call me Marvin?
What are you complaining about? I got Diana the Caveman. No offense, Jav.
Java Lombard? Cool.
Besides, what have you got against Marvin? He's the best.
Good morning, agents.
Hey, Billy.
Sorry about all the mix-ups. We seem to be having a little trouble with our portals and secret doorways today.
Maybe we should take the stairs, just to be on the safe side.
That's strange. Must be jammed.
Hi, Mom.
Diana, hose.
Oh, sorry, Mom. Oh, I guess Martin's rubbing off on me.
It's a good thing I'm highly organized, Agent Lombard, or I might be seriously annoyed right now. Now, for your assignment.
Mom is a real party animal when she gets going.
moving on. I'm sending you to a river in the Amazon to investigate the sudden, unexplained sickness of all kinds of plant and animal life.
Sickness, huh? It's probably due to a new kind of supervirus, maybe even of cosmic origin.
It's your head that's out in space, Martin. This is more likely due to industrial pollution of the Amazon basin.
Java woozy. Oh.
Sorry, Big J.
I don't think he can hear you, Billy. He's down for the count.
Looks like Java will have to sit this mission out in the infirmary. In light of all the center malfunctions, I think we'll send you to Brazil in a regular airplane.
That's it. I'm out of here. Oops. Sorry about that. Coffee always makes me jittery. I'm sorry. Hey, is that Black Forest cake? Diana? How'd you end up in first class while I'm crammed back in coach?
They had some extra seats. Guess I'm just lucky. Care for a sip?
Excuse me, sir, but only first-class passengers are allowed up here. You'll have to return to your seat.
That's okay, Jane. He's with me.
Marvin? What are you doing here?
Don't tell me you're a pilot, too. No, my dad is. I'm on my way to Brazil for my kayaking trip, and I get to ride up front for free. Question is, what are you two doing here?
Yes, that is a good question. Martin and I are, on, humanitarian mission. Yeah, that's it. We're escorting food and clothing to the poor.
Well, it's nice to see you so excited about helping the needy. Hey, since we're all going to the same place, maybe we can hang this weekend.
I'd love to.
Will you excuse us just for 1 second? Hello? How are we supposed to keep our paranormal investigator status a secret with this clown hanging around?
Marvin is not a clown. But you're right. I'll make up some excuse to get rid of him when we land. Happy?
I'd be happier here in first class.
There's no way you're stealing my seat. Oh, stewardess.
Excuse me, sir.
Wow, isn't that the coolest thing you've ever seen?
It is beautiful. Except that rank odor is kind of spoiling the view. It must be coming from the dredging operation downstream.
Actually, the smell is from a mold native to this area. The surrounding caves are full of it. You must be the agents from the center?
Oh, I'm Diana Lombard, and this is Martin Mystery.
I'm so glad you two could come. Unfortunately, now comes the unpleasant part. You'd better follow me.
That's some major Amazon destruction.
It all started when we began digging on the dam.
You'd better get a reading, see what's going on.
Then I'll leave you to it. I should be getting back to the rescue effort anyway.
U-Watch activated. Bioscan selected. Analysis complete. Creature is highly anoxic.
Anoxic?
Looks like the creatures are suffering from a lack of oxygen.
Hey, look!
That's weird. The water's boiling hot.
Careful, Dee, don't get too close.
Titanic save, Martin, thanks!
Don't mention it.
10 seconds until U-shield disruption. 10.
Oh no! We only have a few seconds until the U-shield disappears, then we're literally cooked!
What is that thing?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. U-shield disruption imminent.
Martin, Diana, I was about to start my kayaking trip when I heard your screams.
I've never been so glad to see anyone in my entire life!
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but thanks anyway.
No prob, but what were you doing floating in the middle of the river?
Oh, I guess our boat sprung a massive leak.
What was that?
Sorry, no time to explain.
Thanks, Marvin! We'll catch you later!
Wait up, I'm coming with you.
The green mist! It was just like that cloud we saw underwater.
Quiet, not in front of Marvin.
We've got no other choice. This is more important. We'll just have to do the slime scan in front of him.
Slime scan? What's a slime scan?
Slime scan selected.
Whoa, killer watch, dude. What's it for?
Analysis complete. The residue is a secretion from Bacterium oxyphilus.
Bacteria oxo, what's it?
Check the Legendex. Maybe it'll have some answers.
Legendex selected.
Yep, here it is. Bacterium oxyphilus. It's an ancient bacteria. Whoa, it's from the late Jurassic period. Feeds on oxygen to stay alive.
If the bacteria feeds on oxygen, that would explain all the asphyxiated river life we found earlier.
Maybe all the digging released the ancient bacteria from its dormancy deep within the earth.
Of course! That's why the water was so hot. We've got to stop it before it destroys the entire rainforest.
And the planet. Well, wait a second, hold the phone. Are you two saying there's some evil bacteria thingy out to get us?
Oh, no, not out to get us. Just to destroy life as we know it.
What? Run for your lives!
So much for your theory, Dee!
I think we lost it.
Don't say that, because as soon as you do, something bad always happens. See what I mean?
Let's get out of here.
Hang on!
I don't know what's worse, the vapor or Marvin's kayaking.
Instead of insulting Marvin, maybe you should be thanking him for helping us on our mission. To feed the poor, that is.
Okay, time to fess up. You're not really here to feed the poor, are you?
What makes you say that?
Your weird behavior, the gadgets, Martin gesturing behind me.
All right. You figured it out. We're secret agents. We investigate paranormal phenomenon.
You're kidding, right?
Secret agents don't kid.
Whoa, that's the coolest after-school job I've ever heard of.
Beats flipping burgers.
We were sent here to check out this green vapor.
Cool. Maybe I can help.
Oh, you jest. Diana and I are highly trained experts, Marvin. We hardly need help from a novice like you.
Okay. All I was gonna say was the mold on the branch seemed to give the bacteria a major case of the willies.
Of course. Mold is a natural antibiotic. Oh, you're a genius, Marvin.
He is? I am.
Yeah! All we have to do is lure the vapor into the moldy cave and trap it there.
And how do you expect us to do that? We can't even get close to it without it sucking up all our air.
Don't worry, I've got a plan.
Man, you were right, Dee. This mold is seriously stinky. Diana! Hey, where'd you go?
Over here!
What are you doing?
Building a fire. Since fire uses oxygen, it's the vapor's natural competitor.
So your plan is to lure the vapor here and then get it really, really angry, huh?
You got any better ideas?
Here, let me help. I think you may be onto something, Diana.
Finally, someone who appreciates me.
You two are made for each other.
Oh, wait. Does anyone have any matches?
Martin to the rescue! Maybe it's about time you started appreciating me.
I believe you were saying...
Ah! Little trick I learned at survival camp.
Now all we have to do is wait. If my theory is correct, the vapor should be here any sec.
So much for your brilliant plan, Dee. I think we can officially say it's a complete bust. I take it back, Dee. Your plan is working too well. Cool.
It looks like the bacteria has evolved, but how is that possible?
Bacteria evolve in a different way than other organisms. If they pick up enough large chunks of DNA, they can get into a new niche and even become new species. Paranormal Weekly, you really ought to get a subscription. Martin, watch out! Hey, my survival kit. I never leave home without it. Vapor dude, want some oxygen? Well, you'll have to come and get it.
Perigee selected.
All that banging is gonna cause a cave-in. Now's our chance. Come on.
Where's Marvin?
Figures he would escape and leave us here. I knew that guy was a liability from the first moment I saw him.
Martin, look!
Woohoo! Looks like my quick thinking saved the day.
Don't you mean Marvin's quick thinking? After all, it was his idea to...
Adios, Amazon vapor.
This sign can warn people to stay away in 117 languages.
And the hydroelectric company has agreed to search for a new site for their dam. Great work, agents.
Oh, don't thank us. You should really thank Marvin. Without his quick thinking and his kayak, we would have been vapor bait.
Oh, Diana, don't be so modest. It was your idea to lure the vapor into the caves in the first place.
Yeah, but I never would have thought of the caves if it hadn't been for you.
Hello? What about me? I helped too, you know.
I think it's time to go home.
What's gonna happen to Marvin now that he knows our secret?
Don't worry, Diana. We'll take care of it.
Huh. What do you think the center will do? Swear Marvin to secrecy? Make him take an oath?
Hopefully they'll erase his memory. Yeah! Then he'll forget who he is, where he goes to school, and he'll be out of our lives forever. What? A guy can hope, can he?
I call to the east, where the sun rises. Bring your light to me, and may the power of the ancients be mine to grasp.
The third eye!
Please? Hello?
I've never known anyone so extreme. The moves he can pull on rollerblades were totally out of this world.
Why, thank you. You must be referring to my signature triple backbreaker move.
Oh, I just wish I had the guts to tell him how I felt about him. Oh, I can't believe he got transferred. This is the darkest day of my life.
Transferred? I'm right here.
Did you fall on your head again? We're talking about Marvin.
Marvin? Oh, who cares about him? He's old news.
Please! Marvin may be gone, but his legend lives on. You should show more respect.
Show more respect? For that geek?
Still jealous, are we?
But hardly. But Marvin would be if he knew I was gonna win this.
The Enigma prize? Huh, looks more like a bunch of dumb squiggles.
It's ancient code. All I have to do is apply my patented Martin mystery decryptifying technique, and a 2-week vacation at the Great Pyramid of Khufu is all mine.
Well, you've already won Crackpot of the Year as far as I'm concerned.
Well, I'm sure Mom will be impressed.
Don't you have any shame?
Mark Mystery, cleared. Diana Lombard, cleared.
This is so rad. I'm really the first person.
Could it be? Marvin!
Marvin. Hey guys, where's Java?
Cafeteria Workers Convention. When he heard it was all you can eat, he volunteered to go on behalf of Torrington.
What's he doing here?
Trying out a new prototype hoverboard we just developed.
Hey Martin, pretty cool, huh?
What stinks? Man, someone forgot to take the trash out.
Oh, it's in my new cologne. Just brought some back from Paris. It's called Dangeroo.
It should call it Danger Pew. Hey, let me try that.
I don't think so, Martin. It's still in the experimental stage. And I happen to like Dangeroo.
Wow, are you going after the Enigma prize? I've been reading up on a binary decryption technique that would be perfect for you. We could work on it together.
Right. I don't work with amateurs. Besides, I've already got this one in the bag.
Hey, that's cool. But if you need any...
Yeah, thanks. Why is he here again?
Well, Martin, since Marvin has become privy to our operation and has proven himself quite capable in the field, we've decided to bring him on as an agent, just like you.
Really?
Way to go!
Which reminds me, Marvin, you'll be needing one of these. Congratulations.
Oh, awesome! You're giving him a U-Watch?
Sure, he deserves it. You will show him how to work it, won't you, Martin?
Sure. Starting with the self-destruct button.
There you are, agents. Tantuk Island, off the coast of British Columbia. It's home to the renowned Scopes Institute for the Blind. We have reason to believe it's experiencing paranormal activity. You'll leave at once.
Me and Diana?
You, Diana, and your partner for this mission, Marvin.
Well, let's hit it, fellow agents.
I don't know what happened. I was just walking to class and it was like something pushed me.
I banged up my leg surfing in South Africa once. You'll be okay, pal.
I did, and it was the coolest thing. Whoever did this probably figured they could get away with it because there'd be no witnesses.
Oh, really? Well, have you ever heard of a Lhasa tree monk? They gouge out their eyes so they can depend on inner vision.
Ew. Comments like that are the reason you're the world's most undateable bachelor.
But it's true. I spent a week with them when I traveled through Asia.
Oh, really? That's so fascinating.
Yeah, they make a great curry chicken.
Yeah, well, we should get to work. See if there are any witnesses.
Well, I saw what happened to that boy Russell. Follow me, and I'll tell you. I was doing my usual rounds when I see this strange flickering light at the top of the stairs, like an old picture show. I saw that boy get knocked right off his feet. A few minutes later, it was happening for real. It was the future I was seeing.
Are you sure it wasn't some kind of reflection?
Or maybe a transdimensional plasma burst.
Oh, whatever it was, this place is giving me the creeps.
You know, I was thinking, if we extrapolated the velocity of Russell's fall, then calculated his trajectory along all known vectors, we might be able to find where the source of the energy beam came from.
What do you think, Martin?
Who needs math when you have cool gadgets?
U-Watch activated. Alpha goggles selected.
A residual image. Good idea.
Alpha goggles selected.
Martin, you better take a look at this.
It's a school uniform. There was someone else there.
starting to give me the creeps, too.
Hey guys, I think I found some localized air movement along this wall. That's some impressive detective work there, Marvin.
He's right, Martin. I feel it too.
Cool, a secret passage.
He's good.
Huh, yeah, probably just a closet. I hate to break it to you, Marvin, but this air duct you found isn't going anywhere.
Looks like somewhere to me.
Chalk circles. Interesting. This book, it's written in some kind of strange alien code.
Ugh, duh. It's called Braille. This is how blind people read.
Let me have a look. I picked up some Braille one summer at Talented and Gifted Skydiving Camp. Yeah, well, I'm gonna decipher these drawings on the wall. Something I learned at the secret agent camp.
Legendex selected.
According to the Legendex, these symbols were used by the seers, an ancient order of mystics that had the ability to see the future. This symbol stands for truth, and this one for power. And this, the all-seeing eye, their most sacred symbol. This book is a translation of the ceremonial incantations the seers used. If someone was able to pull off one of these spells, then we're in for trouble. The seers may have had cool projective powers, but those powers made them insane. They'll seek out vengeance on anyone they think has wronged them.
Oh, please. I think the only ones who are insane here are you two. That's in front of the school.
From that crack in the wall.
This is exactly like what the janitor saw.
It's the future I was seeing.
If it's the future, that woman is gonna get hurt. Not if we get there first. Come on.
I owe you my gratitude, young man.
Don't mention it. I'm just glad we got here in time. Yeah, all in a day's work.
That was Beatrice, one of my top students. She's been acting so strangely recently that I could never imagine her doing something like this.
Is there any reason why she would be angry at you?
Well, I did put her on restriction for sneaking out of school after hours. She was going to an old excavation site alone at night.
And Russell, the boy who was hurt, were they friends?
I believe they were dating, but I think he recently broke up with her. As I recall, she took it rather hard.
Men.
This excavation site, mind pointing the way? The Seers Temple.
Wait, how do we know it won't collapse on us?
We don't. Wait, I hear something. You're not scared, are you, Marvin? You? We're not alone.
Beatrice?
You're interfering with my plans. And I don't like people who get in my way.
Like Russell? Did he get in your way?
He got what he deserved. And so will you. What I have now is a gift. You just want to take it away.
Quick, take cover!
I found the medallion by accident, you know. I would come here at night to be alone. It was later when I discovered what it could help me do.
What? See again? This isn't the right way. People are getting hurt.
Silly girl. It's not about sight. It's about freeing my brothers.
Legend X selected.
Quick, what does it say?
It says a caution secret escape hatch?
So immature.
No, it says, within this vault, the seers sleep, trapped inside the treasures they hold so dear. 13 all, less one lost.
Less one lost? That's the medallion Beatrice found. She really is going to free the others.
Somehow, I don't think that's her anymore.
There's got to be another way down there. Ugh, I was thinking of maybe a hatch door or a staircase or something. Not a gross cave. We can see your every move. You will never be alone. And you will fail.
Diana! We've got to get through here. It's the door to the vault.
Laser cutter selected.
Let me.
No, I'll get it.
I think you got it.
Whoa, cool. We're under the temple floor. Look, the markings.
They match.
Obviously, the ancient seers were imprisoned here.
And they still are, except for one. Soon they will be free.
Beatrice, you don't have to do this.
That name means nothing to me now. And I'm sorry to say, you have something the seers would like to have once again.
I can't see!
Me neither. We can still stop her. Use your other senses. You're not gonna be awakening anything without this.
Oh, what happened? What did you do?
I got the...
Marvin, no! Drop it quick!
Too late. These vessels, the girl, this boy, they mean nothing. The medallion is the power.
Marvin, you don't know what you're doing!
What's happening? Stop! Get him off of me!
Why are they attacking him?
The medallion acts as a conduit. They need a body, and they're fighting over his.
You've got to help him.
Well, how can I help him if I can't... Wait, I might not be able to see him, but I can still smell him.
selected.
I think I got him! I could use a little help here.
I'm coming!
I thought maybe you could use a hand.
Beatrice, is that you?
The old me, at least.
My aching head.
Is someone wearing Dangeroo?
Martin, when I said you should dress more for dinner, I meant put on a clean shirt.
Very funny. I have to look good when I accept the Enigma prize.
Are you still working on that dumb contest?
It's not dumb, and I've solved it. In just one click, the glory will be mine. Too bad Mom was so angry at Marvin she reassigned him. I'd love to see the look on his face right now. Now then, if you'll excuse me, I have some adulation to prepare for. Huh, that's weird. Submission site is locked. It's not accepting my entry.
And they say computers can't think.
I don't believe it!
Oh, now that's classic.
Marvin won? But how?
Don't worry. No one else has to know about this. It can be our little secret. As long as you buy me lunch for the next 2 months.
Sensitive to the slightest vibration. We don't stand a chance.
Monster Movie Mayhem!
us are trying to focus on our schoolwork.
And hello to you too, Diana. Why don't you take 5, Java?
Sorry, Java Loud.
Don't be sorry, you were great. That was the best radioactive swamp zombie I've ever seen.
As if you don't get enough monsters in real life. You need to make a horror movie too?
You got it. And it needs to be shot tonight. The full moon's at perigee, the point when it's closest to the Earth. I couldn't ask for creepier lighting.
Creepy? More like non-existent.
Okay, so it's a little cloudy. That doesn't mean I should give up. After all, this opportunity only comes along once every 500 years.
Why you work so late?
Remember the science fair last year?
Yeah, you came in second with that goofy chocolate toothpaste invention.
Oh, it wasn't goofy, it was innovative. Except for the part where it turned your teeth brown. Anyway, I'm gonna win this year if it's the last thing I ever do.
Okay, I'll bite. What's this year's project?
I started out working on ice cream that never melts, but it tasted like mud. Then my CAT scanner for dogs imploded. But I've got a winner this time.
Hey! Ew. What is it?
Spray on cast. Break your arm, all you need is a few squirts and presto.
It stinks like rotten eggs, not to mention the fact that it falls apart.
So there's a couple of bugs to iron out. Once I find the right binding agent, I'll be good to go.
Center.
That's weird. They've never called at night before.
Hey, Java no fit.
Why don't you just stay behind on this one? You can work on your lines till I get back.
Mark Mystery, cleared. Diana Lombard, cleared.
Hey guys, where's Java?
Wardrobe issues.
Speaking of wardrobe, that's an amazing suit, Billy.
Yeah, what's the occasion?
Occasion? Oh, right. You've never been here at night. That'll be $5 each.
For what?
A cover, of course. Mom's office doubles as a nightclub for employees. It's great for morale. Huh?
Agents, yes. Glad to see you got here so quickly.
Nice moves, Mom.
Even I need to let my hair down once in a while.
So, what's up?
We've just received reports of a monster attacking people at a drive-in near Torrington.
Wow, a monster in our own backyard.
When did it happen?
A few minutes ago. If you move fast, you might be able to catch it.
Driving, huh? Could be a Venusian doppelganger. They're notoriously attracted to bright lights.
Doppelganger? Sounds more like a bunch of teens suffering from a sugar spaz. All that candy's making them see things.
Either way, your monster awaits.
Still think it's sugar-induced mass hysteria?
The screen's been burned, but I don't see signs of a fire.
Red dust. Where have I seen this before? Attack of them, of course!
Of course what?
In the movie, giant ants turn people into piles of red dust. It's a horror classic. That's obviously what happened here.
What's obvious is that we should call the local weather bureau and check on tornado activity.
Something tells me the weather bureau isn't gonna help us.
What is that thing?
I believe it's It's a carpenter ant. They like to eat, so let's see if it has a sweet tooth.
I'm thinking that means no. I might be able to use a few of these gummy things for my project. Wonder if they'd make a good binding agent.
This really isn't the time to be thinking about your project, D. It's time to be thinking of a plan B.
U-Bot activated. X route selected.
That's not gonna hold it for long! Run!
I think it's our turn.
Maybe it'll just go away. Back to some huge anthill somewhere.
They never do.
What do we do? Make a break for it?
We wouldn't get 5 steps. These ants can move. Didn't you see the movie?
I can't stand these stupid sci-fi flicks. I always fall asleep before the end.
The end? That's it. They tried everything against the ants. Guns, bombs, fire, nothing worked.
It was then we discovered their weakness. Sound.
What are you doing?
Scream!
Are you crazy? That is a movie. This is a real-life giant ant! No way! It actually worked!
That's right. Score 1 for the movie buff.
You'll have time for bragging later, Martin. Right now, we need to figure out what the heck's going on.
Good point. I mean, monster movies coming to life? Even I've never heard of anything like it. Wasn't a birdie.
Whatever it is, it seems to be focused on this place.
Maybe it's got the munchies? Guess it didn't like the food.
Sticky, malleable, could make a good binding agent.
That thing's not still out there, is it?
Yep, it's doing laps in the sky.
What happened?
I don't know. I was reading by the window, you know, just to pass the time until the kids get out of the driveway, and then, well, I fell asleep, and the next thing I know, there's this thing ripping the place apart.
Can you describe it to me?
Big and scary. That's all I remember. It's back!
It's a beach beast.
A what?
A beach beast. Let me guess, you were reading a comic book when it attacked, right?
Yeah. How'd you know?
Oh, when it comes to pre-adolescent lit, I'm kind of an expert.
So, how does it end?
Fire hose. You got one?
In the back. Why?
Because Diane and I are going outside.
Are you crazy?
they collapsed a water tower on it, but you know, you make do with what you have.
One movie, one comic book, two monsters. I don't get it.
And it has something to do with the moonbeam at perigee.
Why don't you see if there's anything in the Legend X?
View watch activated. Legend X selected.
Wow, check this out. It turns out that on the last perigee night, this place was home to some of the first European settlers in the New World. When the moon was at its fullest, a Native American shaman staggered out of the woods. Hungry and exhausted, he knocked on the settlers' doors, but they were too afraid to help.
Sounds reasonable to me.
So the shaman cursed this area, saying that every time the moon reached its perigee, the manifestations of their fears will rise and avenge him.
That's where monsters like our giant ant and beach beast friends come in.
Exactly. They're the monsters of our time.
Hey, do you remember that strange burn mark on the drive-in screen? There's one on the comic, too.
It must have been made by the ultra-bright moonlight. When a representation of a monster comes into contact with the light from the moon, it comes alive. The legend also says that if the monsters aren't defeated by sunrise, they become invincible.
That doesn't leave us much time.
Martin? Diana?
Hey, Billy, what's up?
We just received another monster report. It's from Torrington Academy.
Torrington?
We're getting the description in now.
No need. We think we know what we're dealing with. Java the radioactive swamp zombie. Triple great?
Okay, this is getting ridiculous. Not to mention seriously scary.
Well, look on the bright side, Dee. One way or another, it'll all be over soon.
We don't have long.
Bioscan selected.
According to the U-Watch, there's only one creature of unknown origin remaining in the area.
Yeah, well, unless we want to have a radioactive zombie monster for a best friend, we'd better pick up the pace. Ew, swamp goo!
Looks like we're on the right track.
Hey, this might be the binding agent I'm looking for. Oh no!
That is so not a good look for Java.
Java, you've got to fight it. Don't let it control you.
Come on, buddy, you're stronger than this stupid curse.
You're right about him being stronger.
think we lost him.
What are we gonna do? The sunrise is in a half hour.
I know. We have to try and stop Java without hurting him.
Okay, we may need to try something other than just running away. How did you defeat the zombie in your movie, Martin?
Well, that's the funny part. I never worked that out. I was hoping it would come to me while I was shooting it.
Great! Only you would shoot a movie without an ending.
Well, zombies are pretty slow. Maybe we could glue his arms together or something, give us some time to think.
That's it! Look, you keep Java busy. I've got to get back to my lab.
This is no time to be thinking about the science fair. Jenny! Classic monster behavior. Kidnapping beautiful girls and trying to get closer to the source of his power. And Mr. Sun's only minutes away.
I can't believe I didn't think of this sooner.
I thought she'd never ask. You're not going anywhere, you kidnapping radioactive zombie creep! No offense, Java.
Look out! Martin, catch! It's my spray on cast. Use it on Java.
I'm the one who's gonna have broken bones, not him!
Just do it!
Eat this! Hey, this stuff works great now!
I added some wacky glue. It seems to have worked.
I'll say.
Huh. And if I'm right, it'll also block out the light of the moon and the sun.
Why does my head hurt?
You were, sleepwalking and hit your head. Let me help you back to your room.
Help! Me stuck.
Not a bad job, troops. You got everything under control quite nicely.
I always knew my encyclopedic knowledge of B-movies and comics would come in handy someday. Plus, now I've got the perfect ending for my film.
And I finally worked out the formula for my spray-on cast. I'll take first place at the science fair for sure.
Java happy to be Java again. Thank you.
I think that says it all.
You're welcome.
You can let go now, Java! Please!